Good day everyone. I am Lara Agustin from BS Ed 2 major in Social Studies. My topic for today is races of mankind. The races of mankind, all men today belong to the family of Homo sapiens. However, they are divided into variations: skin color, form of hair, and other physical features caused by environmental factors. These are the Mongoloid, Caucasoid, and Negroid. First, let's define the Mongoloid. These are the largest race and peoples of Central Asia, like Chinese, Koreans, Japanese, Eskimos, and Indians of the Americas. Medium height, slender physiques, flat noses, and almond eyes, which are brownish or black. The Filipinos and Indonesians, Malaysians, and other people of Southeast Asia prefer to be part of the Malay race. The Mongoloid race, their physical features have been characterized. I mean, have been characterized by having yellowish brown skin color, with straight hair. The body and facial hair are scanty, and their head is usually brachycephalic with broad and prominent cheekbones. The their nasal bridge is um, flat, and their eyes is almond. The Mongoloids have been further divided into some sub main divisions, such as Central Mongoloids, the Arctic or Eskimoids, Indo-Malayan Mongoloids, and the American Indians. So, next, so here's are the representations or the pictures of the Mongoloid race. Caucasian race, also known as Caucasoids, is a group of human beings historically regarded as a biological taxon, which, depending on which the historical race classifications use, have usually included some or all of the ancient and modern populations of Europe, the Caucasus, Asia Minor, North Africa, the Horn of Africa, Western Asia, Central Asia, and South Asia. In biological anthropology, Caucasoids has been used as an umbrella term for phenotypically, meaning it is observing physical or biochemical characteristics of an organism as determined by both genetic makeup and environmental influences. So, Caucasoids, similar sila sa ibang grupo na galing sa ibang region. So, yung mga experts, nagfo-focus sila sa skeletal anatomy and sa cranial morphology kesa sa skin tone nila. Next is the ancient and modern Caucasoid populations, were thus held to have ranged in complexion from white to dark brown. Sa United States kasi, yung root term ng Caucasian, nagagamit talaga siya sa iba't ibang bagay, lalo na sa societal context. So, ginagamit siya as synonym ng white or ng European ancestry. Next is Caucasian and Caucasoid as a biological classification remains in use for forensic anthropology, where it is sometimes used as a way to identify the ancestry of human remains based on interpretations of osteological measurements. Since sa second half kasi ng 20th century, yung physical anthropology, na-move siya from typological understanding of human biological diversity towards the typological understanding of human biological diversity, towards a genomic and population-based perspective. And ayun, yung mga race na yun, nagkaroon sila ng social classification ng humans based sa phenotype and ancestry nila, as well as sa cultural cultural factors nila na naging concept para mas maintindihan natin sila in terms of social science. Next is the etymology of Caucasian race. The appellation Caucasian for the grouping was popularized by Johannes Friedrich Blumenbach, who named it after the categories of archetypical skull, a cranium of a woman from Georgia in the Caucasus region. Yung traditional anthropological term na Caucasoid kasi is galing siya sa Greek na suffix na which is adios or adios, I don't know, na ibig sabihin is form, shape, or resemblance in a way na nire-resemble nila sa mga inhabitants na nandoon sa Caucasus. It is also etymologically in contrast with the reconstruction of Mongoloids and Australoids. Next is the Mainers. The term Caucasian race was coined by the German philosopher Christoph Mainers in his book The Outline of History of Mankind in year 1785. Mainer's term was given wider circulation in the 1790s by Blabenbach, a German professor of medicine, and he is considered one of the founders of the discipline of the etymology. And na-acknowledge kasi siya sa dalawang races. Yung Caucasian, they are classified as beautiful, and yung Mongolians were classified as ugly. So, yung mga Mainers kasi pinakamaputing tao sila, pinaka-blooming sila, and may pinakamagandang skin or pinaka-delicate na skin. So, next is yung Caucasian variety. Sabi, I have taken the name of this variety from Mount Caucasus, both because its neighborhood or its southern slope produces the most beautiful race of man, or produces the most beautiful races of men, and because of physiological reasons involved to this. So, they own greatest probability to place autochthone or original members of mankind by Blabenbach. Next is the physical anthropology. Theory of a facial angle was classified in races through their skull collections based on their cranial features and anthropometric instruments. Yung traits kasi ng Caucasoids na recognize sila na meron silang manipis na maliit lang yung bibig nila, ganon. Tas, next, yung classification niya. Next is classification of Caucasian race. In the 19th century, Mayer's Conversation Lexicon, in the year 1885 to 1890, Caucasoid was one of the three great races of humankind or human races, alongside with Mongoloid and Negroid. So, it is taken to consist of a number of subtypes, which is the Caucasoid people were usually divided into three groups on ethno-linguistic terms, like Indonesian European, Semitic, and Hamitic. And next is the origin of Caucasian race. They possess a similar genetic makeup as modern Europeans, which had dark skin and dark eyes. They also possess a slightly more Neanderthal genes and the modern populations in Europe and Asia, due to interbreeding with the Neanderthal of over 45,000 years ago. So lastly, the usage of this in the United States is the term Caucasoid is used in discipline such as craniometry, epidemiology, forensic anthropology, and medicine or forensic archaeology, and a result associated with notion of next is the Negroid or Negro. Consists of the black Negros of Africa and the Americas, as well as the Negritos of the Philippines and other Asian countries. They have broad noses, thick lips, dark complexions, and kinky black hair. The Negroid or Negro, um, their hair is woolly or frizzy, and the color of their hair is black, and their skin color is dark brown to black, sometimes yellowish brown in a certain groups. The nose is broad and flat. Um, the bridge and root are usually low and broad, and their eyes are brown to black in color, and the lips are thick and averted, and small ears with no lobes. The facial pragmatism is often marked, and the head is predominantly with protruding occipital and brown protruding or occipital and rounded head. Eyebrow ridges are small, and the negroids are divided into two subgroups, such as Africa Negro and Oceanic Negro. Some anthropologists include another group, the American Negro, and so in the next slide, I will show you the pictures of the Negro race or Negroid race. Next is the periods of prehistory, which which are the Paleolithic, Neolithic, and the Metal Ages. Paleolithic, nagsimula siya nung lumitaw yung pinakaunang human beings, tas natapos sila approximately 8,000 years before Christ era. Nung panahon na yon or nung period na yon, yung mga tao tinatawag silang mga nomads. Kasi ibig sabihin nun, hindi sila nag stay sa isang lugar. Palipat-lipat sila ng tirahan or lugar na pinupuntahan kasi naghahanap sila ng animals na pwede nilang kainin. So yung mga tao, yung mga hunters sila and gatherers, kaya ang nangyayari, kailangan nilang sundan yung mga hayop para mahuli nila and makain. Tas habang naghahanap sila ng animals, yung mga nadadaanan nilang mga puno-puno, naghahanap sila ng mga fruits. So, yung mga tao nung Paleolithic, meron silang maliit na tribo which is nabuo sila, of course, from a small family, tas nanirahan sila sa mga caves. Tas ayun, dun sila nagpipaint sa pader ng mga caves gamit yung pinaghalo-halong charcoal, mga animal fats, and water. At saka, yung dun sa mga cave na tinitirhan kasi nila, dun nila inaano yung mga paintings. Kaya nakaka-amaze kasi sa unang panahon pa lang, meron ng mga great artists na nag exist noon. So, yung ginagamit nga nila is representational art. Kaya no wonder na na-interpret ng mga taong may expertise sa history yung mga message na nandoon. Next, yung Neolithic. Um, as years pass by, yung mga taong yon natuto sila na mag-alaga ng mga animals. Tas natuto silang magtanim ng mga plants, ganyan, and crops na pwede nilang makain. Kaya nung dumating yung agriculture sa panahon na yon, yung pamumuhay nila is nagbago talaga. Kasi hindi na nila kailangan magpalipat-lipat ng tirahan. Kaya doon nagsimulang magkaroon ng mga nayon. Tas doon natapos yung Paleolithic. Kaya sumunod yung Neolithic. So nagsimula sila 8,000 years before Christ. Yan yung buhay nila, may agri, kaya umaasa na sila sa mga naipundar nila nung mga panahong yon. Kaya masasabi talaga natin na sila yung pinakaunang farmers and mga agriculturalists nung panahon na yon. Like, imagine, purong-puro and healthy yung kinakain nila. So, I wonder if malalaki yung katawan nila kasi sabak na sabak sila sa paghahanap buhay noon. Lastly is yung sa Metal Age. Ito yung 6,000 years before Christ. Tas dito na din na-discover yung pinakaunang written language. Kaya naman pumasok din yung copper and yung unang metal na ginamit ng mga man before, tas yung bronze. Tas mixture siya ng copper and tin. Tas doon nabuo yung iron, which is pinakamadaming quantity ng natural minerals na meron dito sa mundo. At syempre, siya yung pinakamadaling hanapin sa nature. Tas para ma-melt yung metals na yun, kailangan nilang high temperature. Tas pag nalusaw yun, ayun, gagawin nila dun sa shape na gusto nila. Kaya nagkaroon ng mga utensils and iba't iba pa mga weapons. Nag-start na din dito yung barter at pakikipag-exchange ng product or food. Tapos yun, nag-travel na yung mga tao before. Hanggang sa lumaki ng lumaki.
hanggang nagkaroon ng cities and province, gano'n. So ayun, mata yung ibang mga details for, next topic or for, future studies na, may encounter. Yun lamang po, thank you for listening.